Straight ahead on Newswatch 12 at 10, see how two Northwoods organizations have become unexpected partners in hopes of getting more people vaccinated. Plus, we'll introduce you to Nicolet College's new president, hear her vision for the future there. And an unlikely topic, the subject of tonight's Sense, as Newswatch 12 at 10 starts right now.
Your local news and weather from where you live. Newswatch 12 at 10 starts now.
Welcome to Newswatch 12 at 10. I'm Justin Betty. Tonight, a Rhinelander daycare owner facing multiple charges, including sexual assault of a child under 16. 37-year-old Stacey May Melby also being charged with contributing to the delinquency of a child and use of a computer to facilitate a child sex crime. According to a criminal complaint, a 15-year-old victim says they met Melby through Snapchat. Police say Melby admitted to having sex with that victim once or twice. Cash bond now set at $10,000. Her initial appearance is scheduled for next Wednesday at 1. The Oneida Casino near Green Bay is welcoming guests again after Saturday's deadly shooting in a nearby restaurant. It closed after police say 62-year-old Bruce Pofall shot and killed two employees at the Duck Creek Kitchen and Bar. A third employee was injured. Green Bay police officers shot and killed Pofall after that shooting. Investigators believe the attack was targeted. According to police, Pofall was a former employee of that restaurant who was fired earlier this year. More news in a minute, but first, Jeff, the weekend is here. How's it looking outside?
Yeah, a bit cool today. Tomorrow, same story, followed by warmer temperatures next week. But today, check out these highs. 45 in Rhinelander, 49 for Point. That's not normal. We should be in the low to mid 60s this time of year, and we're not there right now either. It's 36 right now in Rhinelander, 34 Provida. So here's the problem. The clouds out there earlier are pushing off to our east. See you later. Lots of clear skies across western Wisconsin right now. The clear skies, the light wind this time of the year, kind of, is going to allow for some really cool temperatures tonight. Thus, we have a freeze warning. If you have planted anything, they're not going to like this evening with low temperatures down near 25 or so. So here's our forecast time for tonight. There is decreasing clouds out there now and just cold with low temperatures down near 25. Your full forecast is coming up, Justin.
All right, thanks, Jeff. Many economists were optimistic about the April jobs numbers until they came out today. The Labor Department reports non-farm payrolls increased by about 266,000 in April, well below the roughly 1 million new hires many economists expected. Some forecasted even higher. The government is also revising March's hiring numbers down from an originally reported 916,000 to 770,000. Meanwhile, stocks, if anything, were boosted by the poor jobs report, believe it or not, as investors hope the worse than expected news will help keep interest rates low. The Dow closed at a new record high, 34,778. It's up more than 1,000 points over the last 30 days. The daily average number of new COVID-19 cases in Wisconsin has now dipped back below 600. Today, the State Department of Health Services reports 662 new cases. That drops their 7-day rolling average to 588. Meanwhile, DHS also reports 7 new deaths today statewide. We're averaging 9 per day over the last week. DHS now reports more than 2.5 million people, about 44% of all people in the state, have now received at least one dose of a COVID-19 vaccine. They say about 36% have now completed their vaccination. Oneida, Vilas, and Iron County, counties in the darker shades of green, are vaccinating at higher rates than the state as a whole. The rest of our region at lower rates than average. Well, as weekly vaccination numbers start to fall, however, some health experts are worried we may have a hard time reaching true herd immunity. Today, Newswatch 12's Cooper Henkel spoke to two Northwoods community organizations who are now partners in an effort to push vaccination rates higher.
The surprising success of new releases like Mortal Kombat and Kimetsu no Yaiba is a good sign for the hard-hit movie industry. But with some experts fearing we'll never make that herd immunity mark, keeping the films rolling requires some creative partnerships.
It's a pop-up vaccination clinic.
The Oneida County Health Department exceeds most other counties in the state when it comes to vaccinations.
Getting vaccinated is one of the best ways that you can work to protect your family, your community and to help bring this pandemic to an end.
But experts worry that conspiracies, politicized medicine, and a simple dislike of shots could all combine to keep us from reaching that 70% vaccination mark, the so-called herd immunity.
So herd immunity is where healthy people stay healthy so that sick people stay healthy or don't get sick.
To help meet that mark, the health department has already conducted a few workplace vaccinations.
Places that do want us to just contact us. We are more than willing to come to you and do a clinic on a time that is convenient.
But sometimes you just got to sweeten the deal.
Everybody who comes in on Tuesday to get vaccinated here at the theater is going to get a free bag of jumbo popcorn. So this is equivalent to 2 big, large tubs of popcorn.
Roman lives for fun.
It's been a really difficult year, and we just want to return to some form of normalcy.
Prompting the pop-up clinic at the cinema.
Appointments are not needed, so you can just simply walk in at any time between 11:30 and 1:30 on Tuesday, May 11th.
And do your part to win this fight. In Rhinelander, Cooper Henkel, Newswatch 12.
Well, these days, the vaccine is certainly an important but polarizing topic across the Northwoods. We also had a former Rhinelander city administrator who had a charge dropped this week. So let's see what the big hot button issue is for viewers in this week's My Two Cents.
To listen to your messages, press L.
I just want to call to let Jeff know that people talk about him never buttoning up his suit jacket, and we all thought he'd look more professional if he did that.
I enjoy watching Jeff, even with his suit coat unbuttoned. I appreciate that, because I don't button mine.
I'm calling about the fellow that was complaining about Jeff, that he doesn't button up his suit. Why are we always judging people? It's not nice to judge people like that. If a person wants to wear a jacket, wear a jacket. If you don't want to wear a jacket, if you want to button up, button up. And thank you for doing a good job on the weather, Jeff. Bye-bye.
More than a dozen calls and texts and emails since this segment aired at 5 in support of his dress, I suppose. Again, you're welcome to call our Your Two Cents line with whatever thoughts you like. We did get some other calls this week. Jay Michael, I want to let you know we will talk about power outages, but more than just WPS this summer. If you would like to call our Your Two Cents line, give us a call at 715-365-8812, extension 319. We hear your calls every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday here on Newswatch 12 at 10. Meanwhile, after the break, Jeff is in with your full weekend forecast. You're watching Newswatch 12. We're proud to serve Presque Isle and folks all across the Northwoods of Wisconsin.
What would you do with $10,000? Listen to Wave 100.5 mornings at 7:20 to guess the 3-digit combination that will open the radio cash vault to put 10 grand in your hand. It's 10 grand a day in May.
Wave 100.5.
You're ready to rock with a new dock. You need expert help. Dvorak's Docks provides high-quality flow products and is equipped to install them correctly. If you want the best, go with the flow. Whatever obstacles arise, Dvorak's will find a way to get the job done. You can rely on us to work with integrity from start to finish. Launch your deck project today so you're ready for warm weather fun. Leave the hard work to us so you can enjoy the lake life.
Keep your yard looking green this year with help from Menards Garden Center. From fertilizer to hoses, the Garden Center is the place to shop. Nature's finest thick and hardy grass seed is a quality blend that can grow almost anywhere. A 5-pound bag is just $9.99 after 11% rebate. Keep your lawn weed-free and green with Forever Green Weed and Feed. A 32-pound bag is $12.99 after 11% rebate at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Real estate auction, May 15th. Beautiful Duck Lake home in Eagle River being sold to the highest bidder regardless of price. Contact Brass and St. Louis Auctions for more details.
Take it away, boys.
Maintenance fee, ATM fee. Can I hide in your fort?
Sure, but the fort fee is 10 cookies.
Psst. Need a place to hide from fees? With a BMO Harris Smart Advantage account, you can get cash with nearly as many fee-free ATMs in the U.S. as the 3 largest banks combined. And no monthly maintenance fee.
Huh, did you hear that? No monthly maintenance fee.
Fort fees are subject to the governing bodies of the fort.
She did not learn that from me.
When a bank helps you make real financial progress, that's the BMO effect. And right now, get a $200 bonus when you open a new BMO Harris Smart Advantage account.
A
a small brewery almost as old as Wisconsin, thriving today in an industry full of giants. Learn more about the Point Brewery on Up North at 4 on May 14th.
ArtStart, WJFW, and Walmart collaborate to feature creative kids in the Northwoods. Submit your art projects, science experiments, and more at artstartrhinelander.org.
What would you do with $10,000? Listen to Wave 100.5 mornings at 7:20 to guess the three-digit combination that will open the radio cash vault to put 10 grand in your hand. It's 10 grand a day in May.
Wave 100.5.
Well, today was interesting. A little bit of light snow out there earlier today, and not unusual. Our last trace of snow last year was on May 10th. All right, temperature-wise, though, this is not normal. 45 was our high in Rhinelander, 47 for Antigo, some 50s across central Wisconsin. They were a stretch. Today was a cool day. You felt it, and it's even going to be a colder night tonight. Temperatures out there now already freezing in Land O'Lakes, 43 Eau Claire, 35 for Point, 37 for Merrill. You get the idea. The clouds are getting out of here, the temperatures are dropping, and we are in for a cold night tonight. Thus, a freeze warning out there. So if you planted anything or you're an overachiever in that department, they're going to freeze tonight. So cover them up or pull them inside. They will not like temperatures in the 20s this evening. Okay, the average low is 37. We're going to blow right past that this evening. The record low is 24. We have to watch that. That could be within reach this evening with the sun setting earlier at 8:13. All right, so here we go. Going forward, a bit cool. So 56 tomorrow, 54 for Sunday into Monday. And then look what happens. 60s are back in the forecast Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. We'll at least get up to average and then maybe beyond that by the time we get to next week. But overall, a couple of cool days are on the way, including Mother's Day, which of course is Sunday. Here's the other problem, though. This air is very dry. If you walk across your carpeting and try to touch somebody, you'll probably shock them. Lots of static electricity in the air right now because it's so dry. That is sucking all the moisture out of the vegetation out there, thus leading to an increased fire danger pretty much all weekend long. This is going to become a thing again because there's not much rain in the forecast anytime soon, and dew points are very low. The fire danger is increasing exponentially across our area now into next week as well. So looking for rain, none here. We had a couple of flurries earlier, a couple of sprinkles in there as well. They fell apart, and now it's just decreasing clouds and clear skies tonight. And here's our, clear sky area this evening, and there's some cold air in there as well. So get ready. It's going to be a little bit cool walking the dog early tomorrow morning. Our forecast then for tonight, though, is mostly clear skies and cold. A hard freeze is likely this evening. Low temperatures down near 25 with a calm wind already out there right now. For tomorrow, it's Saturday. We'll call it increasing clouds through the afternoon, but still a bit cool. 56 for the actual high tomorrow. With that northwest breeze around 5 to 10 will make it feel a bit cooler through the afternoon as well. But then looking ahead, your 7-day forecast by Northwest Furniture and Mattress shows mostly cloudy skies tomorrow. There'll be a system passing to our south on Mother's Day. It could give off a couple sprinkles across central Wisconsin on Sunday. Otherwise, mostly cloudy, highs in the 50s. And then it gets better, so still dry Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, with temperatures back in the 60s as soon as Tuesday afternoon. Justin?
Warming up eventually. Thanks, Jeff. Well, it's a busy night for our Newswatch 12 sports team. We have high school baseball, softball, and yes, soccer highlights from across the region next on Newswatch 12 at 10.
When you're the victim of an accident, it can feel like the weight of the entire world is on your shoulders. Why not let us take that crippling burden off your back? Habish, and Rotier. We fight for what's right.
There's no telling what the next Wisconsin Lottery scratch game will bring. It's Hot Sevens, a sizzling new family of games with prices of $1, $2, $5, and $10. The bigger the ticket, the bigger the top prize, all the way up to $100,000. Instant scratch games from the Wisconsin Lottery. Odds are you'll like them.
Summer's here, and with a great deal on a new Toyota, you can go out and enjoy all your favorite summer sports, like softball, beach volleyball, triathlons, racing, golf, Someone needs lessons.
What makes an amazing deal even better? How about that every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care, a 2-year or 25,000-mile no-cost maintenance plan with roadside assistance.
Get your Toyota today.
Toyota, let's go places.
Hi, my name is Betty. I had taken a fall in November and, unbeknownst to me, got a horrible whiplash. Dr. Scher was the first one to tell me, well, you know, Betty, you've got 2 bulging discs and a pinched nerve. So I signed up with Dr. Scher. It worked. It worked. I mean, I now have full range of motion. It was life-changing. I don't have any pain.
Are you suffering with back or neck pain and considering the possibility of surgery? At the Spinal Aid Center of Wausau, we incorporate the latest technologies, including high-intensity laser therapy that provides the highest success rates in helping people just like you avoid back and neck surgery. With our treatments, there are no drugs and no surgery, just relief. Call today for a free spinal disc severity consultation and see if our treatments are right for you. Call 715-203-4392 or visit us at spinalaid.com. Start living your life pain-free.
Commercial real estate auction, Hurley, Wisconsin, being sold to the highest bidder regardless of price. Contact Brass and St. Louis Auctions for more details.
The latest weather updates. Weather Watch 12. Weather from where you live. Sports Watch 12 with Griffin Stroin starts now.
It felt more like football season outside today, but hey, that doesn't stop people here in the Midwest. We fight through cold weather to play some baseball. Over in the Merrillwood Conference, Auburndale traveling to Prentice. Eagles were pouring it on in the 4th inning. Ian Brown, with the bases juiced, lines that ball into the gap. It's a bases clearing triple for Brown, and Auburndale lead is 10-1. Moments later, it's Sloan Welch at the dish. He sends one high and deep to right field. That's going to drop, and it's another run scoring for the Eagles. Plenty of run support for Caden Wettenfurther, who was on the mound. He's sitting them down left and right. He had a great game. Auburndale wins this one with the final 18-2. Some other baseball games from our area. Stratford picks up a big win over Schwamigan, 14-0. Then in White Lake, the Lakers battled a tough Goodman-Penbine team. White Lake would come away with the win. Final score of that one, 4-3. Transitioning to the softball diamond. Newman Catholic on the road against Rib Lake. Cardinals would open this game with a bang. Angela Rugged-Doneth unloads one. That's a 3-run shot to left center field. Gives Newman an early lead. Her teammates loving it, and why wouldn't they? Bottom half, Rib Lake trying to cut into this one. They draw a bases-loaded walk. You'll take them any way you can get them. That makes it a 3-1 ball game. But in the second, the Cardinals would strike yet again. Stevie Samuels with a drive into center field. That's going to burn past the outfielder. It's an RBI double for the starting pitcher. Newman rolls big in this one. They win 22-12. How about some more softball scores from around the area? Phillips hosting conference foe Edgar. The Loggers dominate this one, winning 15-2. And then in Eagle River, Northland Pines hosting Calumet. The Eagles beat Rhinelander yesterday. They keep the win streak alive today. They won this game 7-4. Now to the pitch at Lissel Field. Anago hosting the Wapaka Comets. First half, Comets are on the attack. Mia Kohler, she's going to cross this one into the box. It's going to end up in the foot of Audrey Tice's, and she slots this one home. Wapaka is going to take an early 1-0 lead. Now later on in the half, threatening again are the Comets. A nice through ball to Ella Schneider. She's going to rip one on net, but the goalie, Emma Lesner, makes the save. Good save there. Anago keeping this game close. Now to the final minutes of the half, Kohler is given a gift. Somehow the ball's going to land right in front of her, but the shot is too high. At the half, Comets led 1-0. They go on to blow this one up in the second half. Wapaka wins 4-0. Now, high school football in May, no complaints from me. Spash hosted Pulaski. The Panther season comes to an end with a loss to the Red Raiders, 43-20, the final there. Now, the NBA, much like life, comes full circle. After a brutal loss to Houston last Thursday, the Bucks have reeled off 4 wins in a row. And now they had a chance to get some revenge. Hosting the Rockets at the Forum, Bucks off to a great start. Drew Holiday running the floor, drops it off for Giannis, don't mind me, gets the tough bucket through contact. The lead is 9, but Houston kept it close. Daniel House driving the lane. Kenya Martin Jr., the corner 3 is good, and the lead is trimmed to 2. Then in the second quarter, Rockets with the lead. Martin flashes down the paint, rises up for the jam. Get out of the way. Houston is up 3, but Giannis Hey, I keep saying it. They're going to give him that. He's got to shoot it. He misses this one, though. Brook Lopez there for the rebound, though. He throws it down. In the end, Milwaukee would end up pulling away in this one. They win 141-133. The Brewers were also in action against the Marlins. Starting pitcher Brett Suter left the game in the third inning with cramps in his right calf, and Miami took advantage of that. Eisen Diaz, with the bases loaded, hits one to deep right center field, and it is gone. If you think this looks familiar, that's probably because it is. This is the fourth grand slam that the Brewers have given up in just this week. Makes sense why they've lost 5 in a row. And I'll be honest, it didn't get much better in the fourth. Milwaukee, they are going to cut into the lead. Pablo Reyes is going to hit one here into left field. Luis Urias, he's going to turn on the Jets from second. He's heading home. We're going to have a play at the plate, but he's safe, but it's not nearly enough. The Brewers are going to drop their 6th straight game, 6-1. Man, a tough stretch for the Brewers, Justin.
You're not kidding, Griffin. Thanks. Still ahead, we have this week's Big Ol' Fish. Plus, we'll introduce you to a Nicolet College, their new president. We'll hear what she thinks about the school's response to the pandemic and her vision for the future.
This portion of Newswatch 12 is brought to you by Builders Service Incorporated, Elko.
This is an exciting time for people in central Wisconsin who suffer from hip and knee joint pain.
With this innovative technology, we're able to offer patients a total joint replacement that is positioned to match their individual anatomy.
We can perform with pinpoint accuracy, and we're proud to introduce this technology.
With 3D surgical planning and dynamic joint balancing, getting patients back to the things that they enjoy.
Robotic arm-assisted surgery for joint replacement at Bone & Joint. Call 800-445-6442.
Greetings from Urban's Greenhouse. Whether you're a first-time gardener or an experienced veteran, Urban's has something to offer everyone. Come explore and be captured by the color and magic. New treasures wait to be discovered. Annuals, hardy perennials, vegetables, fruit, and ornamental trees. Miniature conifers, shrubs, vines, and thousands of succulents. Let your imagination take flight as you wander through their whimsical fairy gardens. Spread your wings and let the fairy in you fly. Make us your first stop and see why. Urban's Greenhouse, Highway 34 in Rudolph.
Chevy is America's fastest growing full-line brand, and people are taking it everywhere. Taking Trailblazer outdoors, confidently taking on new places with Equinox, and taking on more with Silverado. Whatever you do, there's a perfect Chevy to take you anywhere. Find your perfect Chevy and get up to 18% of MSRP cash back on select 2021 models. That's over $4,700 cash back on this Equinox. Chevrolet, the #1 selling brand in Wisconsin.
Huge auction, Eagle River, Wisconsin, May 15th. Pontoon boat, Mustang convertible, lawn tractor, guns, pool table, tools, antiques, and much more. Contact Brass and St. Louis Auctions for more details.
At WJFW, our Newswatch 12 news team works around the clock to bring you the news that matters most of all to the North Woods. Our team is committed to the community and ensuring that you are as informed as possible. NBC Newswatch 12. News from where you live.
Wisconsin's Knowles Nelson Stewardship Program has been protecting our land and water for 30 years. Let's keep it that way. Our parks, trails, and open spaces give us a place to recharge and safely connect with friends and family. From trails and parks to waterways and working forests, Knowles Nelson gets it done. But if the legislature doesn't act now, we could lose what makes Wisconsin special. Call your senator. Reauthorize the Knowles Nelson Stewardship Program for 10 years for Wisconsin.
Students in Rhinelander broke ground today on an addition to Crescent Elementary. School board members and the superintendent were there as well. The addition to the school is for 4 new classrooms, 3 for kindergarten, 1 for first grade. A Crescent staff member said the school is projected to have a lot more kindergartners than usual next year, and there's already not much space in the school right now, but this should help. The classrooms are estimated to be completed in August. Last year, the pandemic caught nearly everyone off guard, but officials at one local college say they were more prepared than most to deal with the transition. Newswatch 12's Morgan Johnson explains.
Colleges in the UW system had to turn to online instruction this past year, and that includes technical colleges like Nicolet College in Rhinelander. For Nicolet, it wasn't as big of a challenge.
It wasn't as heavy a lift for Nicolet College because we had done a lot of heavy lifting leading up to the pandemic.
Kate Farrell is Nicolet's president-select after previous president Richard Nelson decided to retire this year.
Hello, this is Kate Farrell.
Farrell has had 22 years of experience with community colleges and feels well prepared to be the new president.
I'm really thankful for the many hats that I wore even before coming to Nicolet as the Dean of Students 7 years ago. I'm really thankful for just a really breadth of experience.
Farrell says around 60% of the institution's instruction was already online before the pandemic hit. Teachers rolled up their sleeves and transitioned into completely virtual courses. While it wasn't ideal, for some students, it's the most convenient way to learn. A lot of students at Nicolet are adults with other responsibilities like a full-time job or kids.
Imagine the flexibility and the convenience of being able to determine, okay, today I can't make it to class, so I'm going to exercise my sort of ability to chime into the class using technology.
Access to learning is something Farrell wants to continue when she begins her new role. She also wants to keep enrollment numbers up.
Good morning, Anne. Okay, let's go ahead and get started.
She hopes to emerge from the pandemic and back to the new normal by using what she's learned in her 7 years at Nicolet.
That's providing access to equity in higher education. The more people we can serve, the better we are collectively as a district.
After a strange year, Farrell thinks the college was able to come out of the pandemic stronger. Reporting for Newswatch 12, I'm Morgan Johnson.
And we'll be right back with one final look at your forecast after the break. But first, Newswatch 12's Chris Baranek has this week's Big Old Fish.
Newswatch 12's Big Old Fish is brought to you by Kurt's Island Sports Shop in Minocqua.
Caught my limit. I see you only snagged one, huh? 2 fish are on there, you bone.
Well, we made it to May. That means the fishing season is open, and those lazy days of summer fishing are almost upon us. Well, anyway, let's move on with this week's Big Old Fish. We start off this week with 4-year-old Ellen Kimball from Arbor Vitae, and this was her first walleye that she's caught through the ice all by herself. That's one happy angler, and why wouldn't she be? That's a big old fish. Way to go, Ellen. Next, we're going to head on over to Eagle River, where John Tetschke caught this beautiful 36-inch northern on a Vilas County lake using a jig head and a minnow. I don't care how you slice it, 36-inch northern, that's a pretty big old fish. Way to go, John. Keep catching. And finally this week, we have 7-year-old Nora Haybeck from Pelican Lake. Now, this is the biggest pike she's caught to date. You know, she said that the morning that she caught the fish that she was going to catch a huge pike that day. Well, certainly she did just that. At just over 30 inches, that is a big old fish. Way to go, Nora. Keep on reeling them in. All right, fishermen and women, make sure to keep those trophy pictures coming. All the information you need to be in a future episode of Big Old Fish and win a Northern Taxidermy Fish Mill is on our website, WJFW.com. And remember, anglers, fish on.
Your eyes are everything. They're how you see the world and connect with others. At Shopco Optical, your eyes are everything to us too, which is why we offer everything to help you see better and look better. A huge selection of designer frames, convenient locations, and experienced optometrists. We're Shopco Optical. You'll see. Right now, get 40% off frames with any lens purchase.
At Lens Truck, we've made the buying experience fast and easy. All our trucks are guaranteed clean, certified, can be bought hassle-free online, and can be delivered right to your door. It's our way of saying thanks to our past and future customers for the last 35 years. And when you buy a Lens truck, know that you're buying the best used truck money can buy. Go now to lenstruck.com. You'll find over 800 used trucks, all priced to move. Go now to lenstruck.com. Lens Truck.
The auto show started with an idea. Honor the future of innovation while celebrating today with special auto show offers on select Ford vehicles. For generations, that's exactly what Ford has done and continues to do. Because when all is said and done, Auto Show is more than just an event. It's a step towards a better future. This auto show season, lease a 2021 Explorer for just $399, only at your Wisconsin and UP Ford dealers.
At Big Valley Ford, we have a great selection of gently used trucks, SUVs, and cars, and we are ready to help you find the right vehicle to explore the North Woods. Big Valley Ford is passionate about every vehicle that enters our service center, and our team of technicians are here to help with all of your service needs. Whether you are looking for a new or used vehicle or need to get your current ride back on the road, stop into Big Valley Ford in Ewan, Michigan, and experience the Big Valley difference.
My name's Arthur, Merrill, Wisconsin. In August of 2019, I started getting numbness in my feet. By July of 2020, my feet were so numb, I lost a sense of balance. I thought I was walking on stilts. I seen this ad for Spinal Aid. I took 20 treatments from them, and by then my feet were 90% better and no longer felt as I was walking on stilts.
Are you experiencing weakness, numbness, and or pain in your feet or hands? These sensations might even be affecting other areas of your body along with your balance. You might have already been diagnosed with peripheral neuropathy and are taking drugs such as Lyrica, gabapentin, or Cymbalta that never seems to help. Neuropathy pain ultimately diminishes your quality of life. Call Spinal Aid of Wausau today to see if our treatment methods are right for you. Call 715-203-1508 to schedule your neuropathy severity consultation or visit us at spinalaid.com.
So, Jeff, a little cooler than average, but not a bad weekend ahead.
It really is May. However, we have temperatures out there that feel more like March maybe out there right now, with temperatures hanging out in the 30s across parts of the area. 36 here in Rhinelander, already 28 in Manitowish waters. We'll have lows tonight down in the mid-20s, pretty much area-wide. Thus, a hard freeze this morning and overnight tonight. The clouds we had earlier are kind of pulling out of here now. The clear skies, light winds, you know what that does. Gives us cold temperatures. And it's going to be an okay day tomorrow, though, with highs back up in the mid-50s. But overall, below average through the weekend, including Mother's Day on Sunday, followed by warmer temperatures. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we're back in the 60s. What you don't see is any rainfall coming our way anytime soon.
That's absolutely true. Thank you, Jeff. And thank you for joining us on Newswatch 12 at 10. The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon is next. Have a great night and a great weekend.